Morning people, welcome back to the channel, welcome to the vlog, welcome if you are new. I am off to get a COVID test. Woo. Do I need one? Do I think I've got it? No, well I hope not, but I need it because tomorrow morning I have just booked a ticket to make the trip to go and get the new purchase. So the new vehicle that's not in this country, I have to go and get. Worst possible time for travel, I'm completely aware of that, but I'm taking all of the precautions I can. I need to move the car from where it is. And so what I'm doing is I have to travel back to the UK, so I'm traveling from Basel station all the way up to Paris with just only 2 stops, and then straight over to London, St Pancras on the Eurostar. So I will be taking it from there and probably kipping in it for the night, and then we'll be making my trip back. I'll try and cover it in some vlog style vlogginess, but first let's go and get this COVID test. Wicked. I'm not crying, you're crying. If you've never had one, I'm not going to say it's a pleasant experience because it isn't. But I have to say that was super efficient. Went in, typed in all my details, asked you the reason for doing it, and then just stand. There were like 2 people in front of me, but went in, bosh, 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 done. Well, that's the tools I'm taking with me. I'm hoping that will be big enough. In fact, shall I take some slightly bigger ones? I've got up until size 13 spanner, but I might take a 15 and a 17, you never know. And I've got an electric screwdriver that I'm taking, but I'm kind of limited because I've got to carry it as well, but I think that'll do. I also have this hat. So my tools, all ready. And this hat, and you think, why are you going to need a hat, Ross? Well, 1, it's cold outside, so I'm going to need a hat. And 2, I've just found out, first of all, again, massive shout out to Sam. He's done far more than he should have had to do and taken on this monkey, but thanks very much. It's currently at his place. It didn't have any headlights, which is, well, not any headlights, they just weren't working, which was a big concern of mine because I kind of got to drive back, which means in the winter it was an issue with light because it gets dark early. But he's managed to fix those. One of the downsides now is that the driver's window won't wind up. It's about 600 miles back. I think it's going to get a bit cold. So yeah, I'll take duct tape, some plastic, we'll duct tape up, it'll be fine, but still. Hat. Essential travel items, check. It's first thing in the morning, I've packed everything up. Ready to go, kind of. But the airport, mate, it's like my bus. Bet it bloody is, I've got to get over there. Fuck. Right, I'm at the airport, I've got my COVID results back just in time. Perfect, negative, obviously. So yeah, now I need to get myself from the airport to the train station, and that's 1 bus away. So I need to go and walk through the airport and get myself onto my number 50 bus to Basel station, and then find my train to Paris. Off we go. Just went on well early. I've got about 30 minutes before my train arrives, so maybe something like that. I can just chill for a bit. keeping myself warm. Don't touch anything. So I'm through security and immigration on the Eurostar, and I got myself something to eat because I'm hungry, which is the most disappointing thing ever. Look at this. It's just all wrap, no content. Kind of a bit like me. Right, anyway, well, I'm probably going to be boarding in about 30 minutes, and then I'll be on the Eurostar. Disinfected and sanitised everything. Even these, not like, you know, and my phone. Time to get on the old Eurostar. Find my actual bloody carriage. All's well so far. Got a little gift for Sam here, so thank you. Thanks, Sam. You'll probably have this before you see this video, of course. So, thank you. Couldn't have done this without you, so I do really appreciate it. Christ, how long's this bloody train? Walking for hours to get to my bloody car. Pretty cool way to travel. Get your skateboard out. I'm not cool enough to do that. I'd land on my arse and fucking break a leg. 77, 77, 77. Where are you? 77, 77, 77. Aisle seat, job done. And here we are in the heart of the capital. So I'm back in, well, I say back, I've just arrived at St Pancras International, and yeah, I've got to do all my document stuff and that, and make my way over to the my next train. I should have plenty of time. Yeah, everyone just seems so miserable. So I got through security and everything on that side. I had to do my travel document, which I already had. I had to go to one side because I hadn't provided an address, because I'm not actually staying at anyone's address. I showed them the proof of what I was doing while I was here, when I was picking something up, and they were really fine. They were happy. They were, obviously, I was nice to them, they were nice to me. So now I need to go and find my train for up to Sandy. I've got a bit of time. I was going to go to M&S Food, but everything's shut. I can't even take anything from there, so nothing at St Pancras International's open. Just the train went. Oh, look at it. I wonder who they're dropping off. Oh no, it's just me. Yes. It's a beaut. I mean, it's a London taxi.
Do you want the key?
Look at that. You know, you've bought a car from Copart when it comes with a fucking... I should have got some of these zip ties. They would have been brilliant, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Useful. Yeah. They'd hold the whole car together. Look at it. Just a note to everyone.
Yeah,
you can't be doing any of this shit, all right? Any of you sick in it, 50 quid fine. 100 actually, I'm not fucking doing it for 50 quid. Oh, finally I can get that mask off, Jesus Christ. Right, yeah, so there we have it. A TX4 London taxi. Now the job is to get it from where I am now back home. I'll give you a proper walk round and everything at some other point, but it's fucking cold. I'm hungry, it needs fuel. So let's attempt to get it to a petrol station and get some food and get ourselves sorted. I just have to say, that I'm letting it warm up a bit. I've got some fuel and getting my gloves out because it's not warm. At the same time, I just rummaged around and I found the Pulp Fiction soundtrack CD in the little compartment here, and it plays. So I've worked out that I can actually listen to. I used to love this soundtrack. So on the entire way, hopefully the entire way, I'm going to be listening to the Pulp Fiction soundtrack. Get in. Oh, can't see. Wait 1 second. Let me fix that. There's a little light. There we go. Ready? You all right? Going somewhere? Alright, so yeah, I'm in Tesco's car park waiting for the click and collect. I'm in the queue because I've got to pick up some crumpets and stuff like that to take back. So obviously this is the things that we need. But I've just done the first little leg down to Enfield from where it was. Enfield was the only place I could get a click and collect slot actually for tonight. And then I'm heading towards Ashford where the tunnel is. So that's kind of the aim, that's what I'll be up to. Funniest thing though, my slot isn't for a while, so I'm like, I got to the car park and I pulled in and I just gave my dad a call because he'd been messaging me. And while I was there on the phone, some woman started banging on my window asking me to go somewhere, and I'm like, I'm not a taxi. She goes, yeah you are. And I was like, no, I see what you're saying, but I'm not one. So yeah, I've had my first. I mean, I could have made a living on that. I could have made some cash, paid for my dinner, but I didn't. But yeah, hopefully we can get our click and collect in soon, and then I'm going to go and try and find something for dinner on the way to Ashford. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. There's plenty of quirks, but we'll deal with those when we officially get back. First, we need to deal with the trip. Yeah, me again. Still in Enfield. This time I'm waiting for Nandos click and collect. Don't know why. It's still one of those nostalgia things. Last time I went to pick up a car, I went and got Nandos and brought it home to everyone. Yeah, it was cold. Yeah, it was minging. But it's now kind of a thing. If I've got to get a car, I've got to bring home Nandos. So obviously click and collect. Don't want to see anyone. Don't want to be near anyone. So I'm trying to just do as click and collect as possible. Got my Tesco's click and collect. Got me Nando's click and collect. Then I'm heading to Ashford. So bonus about this thing, I've got an interior light, proper job. I also have a central lock-in, remote central lock-in. It's got a little key fob, it works and everything. I was quite surprised about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, I mean, it is getting a bit late now. One of the other things I was going to do click and collect, but it got too late, was Greg's. And now if you know my wife, who happens to be from the north of England, specifically from Newcastle, if you hadn't have guessed or hadn't have heard, she loves Greg's. And again, wouldn't be complete if I didn't bring home sausage and bean melts by the fucking dozen. So I'm heading over towards Ashford because Ashford is about 30 minutes from the Channel Tunnel, if you didn't know. I'm not going to make it over tonight and do the crossing tonight because Greg's isn't open. So I'm actually going to be sleeping in the taxi. I mean, there's plenty of space for activities back here, so as we know. Oh mate, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you off to, mate? So plenty of space back there. I'm gonna just find somewhere in Ashford, park up and have a bit of a kip, but probably eat my Nandos first. But yeah, so adventure, massively. I'm gonna sleep in a taxi tonight. Bet you've never done that. I haven't, have you? Well, I probably have actually, passed out pissed, but never intentionally for a period of time. So Airbnb could be next thing. Wait until we get my Nandos. I'm hungry now. I'm starving, in fact. Looks like it's just started to snow as well. Did I mention that this thing only tops out max speed about 60 miles an hour? It does. Right, so I am, where am I? Oh, I'm parked up in Ashford. The journey was alright actually, although there was like driving blizzardy snow and then awful fog and then a diversion that took me all the way round the houses. But I made it to Ashford, so that means I'm only, 30 minutes in the morning from the tunnel. I was going to go now, but I've been up since 6 this morning, and I just need a bit of a rest, a bit of a kip, otherwise not good. So I'm going to leave you there for one. Look, my eyes, piss holes in the snow. So I'm going to leave you on that one of part 1, and tomorrow, you can see I've got my nice sleeping bag here. I'm all tucked up. I'm going to have a little kip, and we're going to revisit this tomorrow. And I have plenty of challenges tomorrow. There's about 600 miles back through France. I've got to make it over the border first too. I've got a negative COVID result test, but which is what you need to get back into France, which has to be less than 72 hours old, which it will be because I only had it yesterday. But I don't know if that will be acceptable because it was from France in the first place. So I might need to take another one, which is fine. I'll do that, but I need to revisit that tomorrow. So a few challenges tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be all right and I can get into France and I can just potter my way back. But we'll save that for part 2, see how we get on, and peace out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Let's kick it off on top. They can't get me down when I'm with you.
At midnight now, and sorry for the extreme darkness, but I'm in the back of the cab now. I can't say I've found a comfy spot yet, but I'm hoping that I can nod off and fall asleep before long. I just can't seem to get that comfortable. Funnily enough, first time sleeping in a taxi, didn't really know what to expect. There's plenty of space, but you just need a bit more, I don't know, creature comforts. Pillow would be nice, something like that. And then road noise, I'm not far from the road, so that's quite enough to keep me awake. Pain in the arse. Right, try again.